Controversy surrounding this candidate for Grand Rapids Comptroller, Michael Sack.
He's being accused of campaign finance violations by the Kent County Republican Party just weeks ahead of the election. That position watches over the city's money.
24-Hour News 8's Joe LaFurgey is investigating those claims, and he's getting both sides of the story for us. Joe?
Yeah, Sue, Brian, you know, this is a nonpartisan race, the race for city comptroller, but it's looking more and more like becoming an old-fashioned Democratic versus Republican showdown. The State Elections Commission is investigating charges Grand Rapids City Comptroller candidate Michael Sack violated campaign finance laws. The complaint against the longtime Democrat was filed by Kent County Republican Party Executive Director Sam Moore. Sack calls it a partisan attack in a nonpartisan race.
It's 13 days out. If there was an issue there, why didn't they bring it to my attention 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years ago?
For his part, Moore claims it's more about the office than the politics.
How can you serve effectively as the watchdog for the people when you're not even watching your own expenditures that you're making out of your slush fund?
So what rules did Sack supposedly violate? Well, term-limited office holders are limited on how they can spend campaign funds after they leave office. Sack was term-limited from the legislature in 2008, but state campaign spending records going back to 2009 show he spent close to $6,000 on a variety of items, from just over $1,100 for a golf fundraiser to $495 for postage stamps in violation of the law. Sack denies the charges.
I just don't believe that due to the fact that the Secretary of State for the past 2 years have not raised any issues with me.
Even if there were violations, it may be more a matter of missing T's and undotted I's. The law says a candidate can keep and spend campaign money the way Sack did, as long as they become a candidate for another office and establish another committee. Sack's met half the requirements as a city comptroller candidate.
He could establish a new campaign committee if he were running 2 years ago. I'm not sure it was clear 2 years ago he was running for an additional office at that point.
And what about those claims of forcing partisan politics in a nonpartisan election?
Do you research every nonpartisan race?
We research most nonpartisan races, yes. We research school board candidates. We receive a lot of phone calls, and people want to know the history of the candidates.
Now, a decision from the state is not expected before you go to the polls on November 8th. At the live desk, Joe LaFurgey, 24 Hour News 8.